Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Isaac. Happy Mother's Day. That's sort of the reason why I'm playing this. I think this is the first recording I've ever done of The Binding of Isaac Afterbirth. I did try to record this game yesterday, and I had a little thing called DroidCam installed for a little video I was trying to record. I didn't even wind up using it, so I should probably just uninstall it. But anyway, it overrode my usual mic input and wound up selecting Audacity to... it basically set the default on Audacity to DroidCam, which is really annoying for me because I recorded for upwards of an hour of this game and it didn't capture any of my audio. So here we are again, which sucks. It was a really good run. I was playing as Eden, and I had... I made it all the way to the cathedral, and we had some fun with the brimstone cannon, and I sort of talked about the future and my recent stuff, and none of it was captured. So we're just gonna jump into my save file. I did create a save file specifically for this channel in the past, but I can't remember which one of these two it is because neither of them has actually made any progress. So we're just going to use my save file because I have a lot of stuff unlocked. That's the wrong thing. See here, there's some items I've never collected, which sucks, because I've played this game for over 100 hours. You can see I've died almost 500 times, and I've killed Mom 37 times, so... We're going to start a new game. We're going to play this on hard mode. This is actually like the first game I ever played on the channel. So we're going to pick Eden again. And I never really continued this game because every time I'd start, I'd record half of a run and then I would come back to it and then I'd die. And so I was like, well, that's not even worth posting anymore, is it? Deaths, I shouldn't shy away from showing deaths on the channel because it's a normal part of this game. So hopefully we'll get a good Eden and we will try our damnedest to try to actually beat the game. At least get to Mom's heart. Oh, shit. Alright, I am back. Sorry about that. I had to take a phone call. Okay, so it looks like we've started with... Ooh, I don't remember what that is. I think that's... I don't remember what that is. I don't know what that symbol is. I think it might be... I don't think it's Aquarius. It's, maybe Pisces or Cancer? I don't know. For the life of me, I can't remember. But I also have, what is that? That's a D12, I think? I believe that's a D12. No, that's a D10. The D12 is the one with, like, hexagons on it. So, I don't remember what the D10 actually functions as, and I'm not planning on going to look it up, so we'll have to experiment with it. Figure out what exactly it's going to do. And, we could actually, if I find another pickup item, we could find out... Ooh, I can't see. Curse of the Blind. Damn, that's always the worst. Okay, reusable card generator. Let's get the card. Temperance. Nice, that's pretty good. It could be useful. Reroll enemies. Okay. So if we get into a nasty situation, we could reroll the room. I don't think that's actually going to be a very good idea. I think it'd be actually better to take the deck of cards. Because as cool, like, some rooms can have pretty nasty enemies in it. Honestly, the likelihood of getting something worse from a reroll is pretty damn high, because it does not discriminate. It grabs from pretty much the entire pool of enemies, so literally anything can pop up, I think, except for boss monsters. Oh, come on. I'm feeling pretty weak. This is not the best Eden roll I could have gotten. Oh, shoot. I've got basic damage. Most of my stats are really low, actually. So, and I have no heart containers, which is probably the worst thing about this build. Oh boy, this is going to be a tough one. Which is probably for the better. I mean, yesterday I think I had a pretty strong build off the bat, and I got some really nice items. This one, I think, if it gives me a bit more of a challenge, I think that this is going to work out for the better. And I don't want to go in there just yet, because I don't really have enough money. I already visited the special room, so let's go ahead and get our card. We got the world. I mean, temperance isn't great. It basically just spawns a donation machine, which really, I'd rather have the world. It's basically an instant full map. If I get unlucky, oh shoot, and wind up facing, oh, okay, I don't know what caused that. I have some item. It must be that item there. I don't know what it is, but it makes me be able to turn into Pac-Man sometimes. What's this? Jesus juice. Oh god, this is not... Well, that's actually a good item. Extra damage. Not a lot of extra damage, because it didn't increase my little notch there. So anyway, you probably noticed the last week I didn't upload any videos. That's primarily because my life has been constantly changing. Notably... Oh, dude, now I can't see my map at all. Notably, I've been in need of an internship because I'm a video student at a college here in the Portland area. Oh. And, oh shoot, everyone's so freaking hard to kill. And, so as a video student, one of the things you have to do is an 8-week internship at a video studio, because I'm a video student. Here we go. Nice. So I've been looking for a place to do that, and it's basically like doing a job hunt. So I've been stressing over my interviews because I got picked up by a place in the area. Again, I'm not going to name any names because it's not for sure yet. And they're really cool. They actually gave me a second chance because at first I was really nervous and I sort of screwed up the interview. But upon re-interviewing, it was a phone interview, which honestly I'm not a big fan of phone interviews. It's way harder when you can't see the person and you can't gauge whether or not what you're doing is, you know, good or bad, whether they like what they hear, beyond what they tell you. Oh, I used my only key. So my first interview kind of was a screw up, and then they gave me a second chance to kind of prepare better, and I knocked out the phone interview even though I was still super nervous, and they could tell, but they seemed to like what I had to say, and they said they liked my energy, which was great. So then came the week of me trying to prepare for my in-person interview, which just took so much out of me. I didn't want to record anything, I didn't want to edit anything, I just wanted to get my interview over with and be done with it. Ooh, nice. So we'll go ahead and... Oh, shoot!
2 of diamonds.
Sorry, I'm using the controller, which normally I use my mouse and keyboard, so I'm not 100% used to it at the moment. Anyway, I had my in-person interview on Friday, and I went in, and the dude was like, hey, let's go, we're gonna go for a little walk. And I was like, oh, okay, this should be nice. He's probably trying to make me feel uncomfortable, and it was nice. It was really comfortable. We went over to a coffee shop near the place, and he got me a donut. It was delicious. I ate it slowly. I kind of didn't want to take too many bites while I might have to say something. And, you know, I interviewed him, he interviewed me, and we had a good talk. And it was... this channel came up. It was really awkward. I didn't expect him to find it because, honestly, it kind of embarrasses me. I'm kind of done feeling embarrassed about it after the interview, but for a long time, like, I didn't share that this channel existed with hardly anyone, you know. I've mentioned it to, like, my best friend, but I haven't actually told him where to find it or what's on the channel or anything. Oh, I don't think I've visited the treasure room yet. So, you know, this guy was, you know, said, you don't have to apologize for being into Pokemon or whatever, and blah, blah, blah. And he seemed he was actually really liked that I had a little YouTube channel, even though it's nothing special and I haven't done anything with it just yet. Ooh, hang on. That's right, I couldn't open the treasure room because I didn't have a key. Damn, where is it, though? I think it's over here. Up. And there it is. Sweet. Okay, so that's nuclear. I don't really... I could refresh it, but I think this is actually... Yeah, mass toxic poison. That's actually really useful. Or actually, I don't think I've ever had that particular item. Now that I think about it, because I don't recall ever turning green like this. I wonder if it's only when I get damaged. That would suck, actually, because I prefer items that enhance my my tears, not my body. So that's all out of the way. I've done my interview. He was really happy that I did some YouTube stuff and I was able to talk about the stuff on Poke Community. Because I help out with that channel as well. I don't just have my little channel here. Oh, cool. Oh, okay. It's an area of effect thing. I guess people were complaining after this game came out about these special boss rooms where it's the narrow hallways. But really, I mean, it's a challenge. So what if it's, you know, a dick move sometimes? It's a roguelike. You're supposed to have unexpected challenges, and if you can't adapt, then you probably shouldn't be playing this game. Honestly. This game is all about being able to adapt to harder situations. Ooh, nice. My damage still hasn't gone up all the way, though. Please don't be Krampus. Okay. Stay away from me. So then he brought me back, and oh damn, I don't have enough soul hearts for either of these to be worth it. He brought me back to the little production studio, and we took a tour of the place. And they have a bunch of awesome cameras, and then they have a little. Oh, they're like one of the old. They're located in an old. What do you call it? City Hall. So they had the little drunk tank room where they used to take and put people when they were drunk for the night so that they could sober up when they were being disorderly. And now it's just used as a little storage room on the side. It's pretty cool, actually. What do we got here? The devil? Okay, yeah. That's a better card. So, I still can't see anything. I'm getting really tired of this Curse of the Lost because I want to use that card, but I can't. It's not worth it. And the devil is much better, but it's going to be wasted. Ooh, and this is an extra long hallway. Ooh. Come on. Ooh, okay. So, yeah. No more interviews. They said they probably are going... The guy I talked to, he really seemed to like me, and he thinks that I'll, you know, be able to help them. And I really can't wait. I can't wait to start working there. Even though it's just an internship. But they gotta make sure everything's copacetic and all that. So... So that's been, you know, sort of the reason why I haven't done much. Even though I have a video ready for Pirates, it still needs to go up, where I announce my new ship name, because I get a brand new ship. And I don't have any videos ready for New and Tasty, but I will soon. I just gotta record them. Planning on doing that later today. And we're going to have more Half-Life on the way, finally. Me and Alex are hoping to record this evening. Which, that has been sort of, you know... He's had his life going on, and I've had mine, so... It's been a little... Oh, that's what caused me to have Pac-Man. I didn't even notice that I had that. So I don't want the Ace of Spades. It's a nice item, but yeah, okay, we'll take Ace of Spades. Because the nice advantage with Ace of Spades is that I'll get more playing cards, not tarot cards, which you know, I can greatly increase the amount of money I have if I keep getting diamonds, and there's all kinds of cards I can get from that. So far so good though. My health could be a lot better, but on the whole, this actually could have gone much worse. No, that's not good. I need to find... Come on. Now you guys start freaking spitting at me after all that time? Come on. Come on. Okay. Oh, sweet, and we don't have to use any keys. So I need to find a store so I can... Ooh, what do we got here? We'll bomb this thing open. The sun. Okay, that's an awesome card. I like to save it for really late in the game, though. Oh. Dude, these little fly guys are weird. They're one of the new enemies, but they're like mini Barons of... not... What is it called? Lord of the Fly? No, the Duke of Flies. Oh, shoot. I hate this puzzle. I barely got any... Damn. Okay. Oh, God. This could be the end for me. Oh, shoot, I missed. Oh! Come on. Oh, sweet Jesus, I got it. Okay, I definitely don't want that item. The broken mirror is one of the worst items in the freaking game. Oh, man, dude. The sun, I just realized, is going to be freaking useless to me because even though it will do... It does help in a lot of ways. Oh, okay. It'll still reveal a map to me, and it'll still... What is it? Do massive damage to an enemy. But... Please don't beat... Oh. I mean, I guess that's good. Get another card. The Chariot. Yeah. What was I gonna say? Oh, I won't get the health restoration from it because I have soul hearts, and I don't think it restores soul hearts. Oh God, I hate these things so much. This is terrible. This is really, really bad. Let me see if I can get that rainbow. I don't think that did anything. Oh God, that was close. Oh. Come on, come on. I can take you. Oh, I think he's the last one. Nope, there's two of them. I don't remember what the rainbow poo does. It might increase my luck. I'm not sure. I never researched it, to be honest. Okay, well this room was totally pointless, but I'm still alive, and that is what matters. Oh boy, where have I not been yet? Down? Don't think I've... Okay, yep, I have not been down yet. Okay, well, coming up this week, we're going to, you know... Oh, obviously... Oh, shoot. I died. Well, it was a good attempt. Anyway, this coming week, there's a lot going on, obviously. I'm going to have pirates and new and tasty as usual. But on, we're obviously going to do Half-Life. But on Friday the 13th, I'm going to be recording upwards of 4 videos, I think, to go up all at once. Just because Friday the 13th is sort of this thing that I really, I like to pull in things that are bad luck, and I make them good luck for me. And so the number 13 and Friday the 13th, for me, I use that as a day that is empowering for me. It's a day that's lucky. The only reason Friday the 13th is even considered unlucky is because of some bullshit in the past with the Knights Templar being killed or some bullshit like that. I don't know it off the top of my head. My mom gave me a whole history lesson with it. And hey, look, more mom references on Mother's Day. We're going to go ahead and try again because I want to at least reach Mom. I forgot what the wood penny does. This is a weird... Oh, I have Monstro's Lung. Oh, this is going to be awesome. I love that power-up. So... Oh, shoot. It's not powerful enough yet, though. I don't have a lot of... Oh, come on. I hate how long it takes to charge up when you don't have... Shoot. Oh, come on. Are you serious? I died again. So I'm going to record for Friday the 13th. I have a few things in mind. Particularly, I want to get back and record an episode of Penumbra Overture, which I haven't done for such a long time. But I want to finish it because I think I'm pretty close to finishing that particular story. Just because it's so much smaller. The download size is smaller than Black Plague. I think Black Plague's the longest part. Which makes sense. I mean, this is just the overture, so it's kind of just the part that leads into what's going to happen as the main story. So I'm going to pick up and play Penumbra Overture just to get that going again. And it may not lead into an immediate series because obviously I'm still trying to finish other games that I'm playing. I was considering Five Nights at Freddy's, but the problem is the one I would want to play is Five Nights at Freddy's 4, which at this point I know like the back of my hand. I can play that thing with my eyes closed, almost literally. I mean, all I gotta do is listen for sounds, right? I've got it figured out to the point where I can keep Foxy away. So it's pretty, the hardest part I think was Night 5 in that game. When I played Nightmare in 2020 mode, it was considerably easier, I think, than... what was I going to say? I mean, Nightmare mode was pretty hard, but Night 5 was by far the most challenging thing I think I had to do. Just because it's like an endurance challenge. You have to go through the full 6-hour night fighting off Fredbear, which is one of the most challenging things, and one small slip up, and you're screwed. It's challenging mostly because of the endurance factor, whereas when you get into 2020 mode, you only have to deal with Fredbear for the last 2 hours. So it's really not that tough. And obviously Nightmare mode, similarly, I believe... I don't remember if it's the full night against Nightmare or if it's only the last 2 hours with Nightmare. I can't remember for sure. It's been so long. But I don't know, by that point I was used to it and it was easy. I also... Let's just go back to the main menu. I also... so I'm probably not going to play that. If I did, it would be the Halloween edition update, which doesn't change much, I don't think, except for the jump scares and the character designs. So that might... I honestly think I'd probably save that for this October, since I'll want to put out a lot of content then. Halloween being my favorite holiday of all time. We have... I'm also considering... What else? There was another game. Oh yes, Friday the 13th, the video game. The NES... The crappy NES game that came out forever ago. I want to play that for Friday the 13th. And I've never played it before, so it'll be an interesting experience, and it'll be kind of, you know, this fun little challenge, I think. I have no idea what I'm going to do. I haven't ever watched anyone play it. I just know it's a game that exists. So, there'll be that game. Penumbra Overture. I'm thinking I'm going to try Slender again, because I played Slender, the 8 pages, last year for March Friday the 13th, and I figure why not give it a shot 1 year later, also on Friday the 13th, and just see how I stack up compared to then. Last time I got 6 pages, so hopefully I can get more than that this time. And what else? I'm gonna try and slip a 4th game in there. I haven't decided what. I'm considering doing Doom, but not regular Doom. It'll be like Doom 2, because the first Doom, there's not as many weapons, there's not as many enemy types you can face, and it's just all around not as interesting. But when you get to Doom 2 is sort of where the game hits its peak. So the idea I had was to play some custom content, but not just some random megawad someone created, but a random megawad generated by something called Oblige. And what Oblige is basically a thing where you can go and punch in a bunch of parameters into it, and it'll randomly generate levels for Doom. And it's kind of not dissimilar to the current snap map that's being advertised for the new Doom, except instead of building with all these snapped together pieces, it's randomly generating with all these pre-built pieces. A lot of the rooms and stuff are like taken from previous, you know, like design stuff so that it can randomly shovel it all together. And you can have that generate up to like an entire game's worth of mod and have it become progressively more difficult. And I think that's really cool, and I'd like to give it a shot and try to maybe produce some videos with that. So maybe we'll do like a small episode, like maybe a couple levels long of Oblige content, and see where that goes. That's really all there is. Notably, Doom comes out on Friday the 13th, and while I'd love to put out a video on that day about the new Doom, it's not going to happen, because the way I produce my content here is I export my video after I've edited it, and then I upload it overnight so that I can post the next day. And I won't have any time to do that before Doom comes out. On the day that Doom comes out, I can't suck up the bandwidth here where I live during the day, because no one can do anything. So I upload it at nighttime, so at most Doom content would come out on Saturday, the next day. And I'm hoping to do that. I want to make some videos about Snap Map. I want to get in on that action. I think it's really cool. I just watched the footage on Bethesda's YouTube about the Snap Map capabilities, and I'm actually excited to jump in there and give that a shot. Thinking about, you know, playing that the raid boss fight that they showed off in that footage, where you basically fight a super-powered Mancubus, and maybe just to start off and then jump in and start trying to make some maps. Maybe, you know, share them online, show them off on the channel, make them in real time so you guys can see the process, and I think it's going to be a good time. I'm super excited. And I hope you guys are too. On this Friday, we're going to be able to fight like hell, so to speak. And I think that about covers all the topics I went over last night. I'm a bit disappointed that I didn't get as far this time. That second death sort of made me go, whatever. I don't think it's worth going through another run. I really wish I could have kept the stuff I recorded last night, but it doesn't always work out that way. And this was pretty good. I think I talked about a lot of things all the things I wanted to talk about. And happy Mother's Day, everyone. I might do more Isaac Afterbirth content in the future, but it's not going to be immediate. It's not really a game that I feel like adding into my repertoire right now. I have the games I want to play right now, New and Tasty and Pirates, and I want to get those done. And maybe I'll do some more Isaac in between those and another game. There was one other thing. I said in a previous video that I'd be playing Doom 3 before Doom came out, leading up to it. That clearly has not happened, because it's taken kind of longer than I expected. More like I overestimated how long the distance was between when I released that video and when Doom was coming out. So I haven't had an opportunity to get to that yet, because obviously I'm still playing New and Tasty and Pirates, and those games are sort of my big ones right now. They're the ones I want to focus on. I still want to play Doom 3, but I don't know if it's going to be immediate. I might just wind up playing, I don't know. We'll see what happens. I definitely want to play Snap Map Doom stuff, classic Doom 2 custom levels, and we'll see what happens with Doom 3. I'll get to it, playing it eventually. I know everyone says, oh, it's not Doom. I think it's pretty Doom. It just has more of a dark, survival horror aspect to it. It's actually pretty, when you get into the game for real, it does have a lot of similarities to proper Doom, even though it's very different, but that's just a result of it being more modern. And I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing, it's just a different thing. So, until next time, I don't have a catchphrase. Goodbye!